This summer I worked on several object detection methods. Mainly my job was to try out several different options as far as object detection and develop tools and methods to make training those detectors easier and testing them and just saving the engineers time when they're working with these.
My favorite part about this summer was just being able to make a lot of different stuff. I developed this mount right here, which allows us to be measuring distances parallel to the x-axis. And then I also developed this part, which just allows us to position this liner nice and at the very middle of this rotary table. Right now I'm actually printing a new head for the larger 3D printer that I'm building for the parking lot garage sensor project, which is pretty cool because I redesigned this, and from the part that's being printed right now, we'll be able to print other parts that will be part of our other project.
I've been an intern here at Flexware for 2 summers now. Some of the projects I've worked on are what you see behind me, which is the Flux Factory. It demos what Flexware actually does in terms of software, hardware, and automation. Other things I've worked on are for working for a medium-sized client in the food industry, working on their automation, getting their PLCs programmed, helping them with day-to-day tasks when lines go down, that sort of thing.
One of the projects I worked on this summer was an AutoCAD project for a customer. I was tasked with learning how to use the software as well as drawing 29 electrical schematic drawings. I was not introduced to the software in my prior educational experience, so I had to gain some skills on figuring out how to learn the software as well as progressing in the project to make the deadline. So I learned how to be more resourceful and found some great tools that taught me the software quickly, as well as taught me the specific skills that I needed to complete the project.
So I was on the business intelligence team, so we worked on managing data and transferring it into graphs and charts so that people can actually make decisions off of it.
This is my second summer as a Trailblazer intern. Last year I was on site at a client, and this year I'm in the main office working on the software development team. I've gotten to work on a lot of different projects, all in different languages, different styles of software architecture with different people. It's been a really good experience. So in my first year as an intern, I was able to work on a small proof of concept type project where I was creating a Raspberry Pi device that was going to be used really as a data gathering device. It had different sensors hooked up to it, and my role in the project really was from start to finish. I took the Raspberry Pi and wrote the code for all the different sensors and physically soldered the wires onto the Raspberry Pi and got the sensors working, pulled it into my SQL database, and was able to visually represent the geographic, heat, and different data that I was gathering visually. And then I was able to take that to the client and actually present that proof of concept device for what Flexware would be able to do for them.